Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is the 5th round in Season 1 for the 2022 series of the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup on GT7. Here we are once again after we've been finishing up in Test Season 2 in the 9th round. We'll be at Daytona International Speedway to be on the road course for the Group 3 cars. We'll be going in for the second time. By having a very good excellent recap from round 4 at Autodromo Nacional Monza for the Group 4 cars turns out to become very competitive and well average. To have series of tight corners including 2 chicane is also to have a very good excellent proud complete moment. It takes circumstances. By having a stop and go strategy, we'll have to go on for having a main mandatory requirement. As for round 5, we'll be moving on. We'll have to go for the road course in Daytona. We'll be doing the second time moment before the final race. We'll be at Suzuka Circuit before at the end of June, before earlier in July. It all comes down to this. This we might have a 5th round. We'll go for a penultimate after the Nations Cup from yesterday. So let's get ready to go, and this time 2 tires will go with a mandatory requirement by having a medium and hard racing compound tires for only 18 laps, with the number of players up to 16 in the rolling start by having a formation. It's all set for the regulation is going checked up and rearing up to go. Race setting is also to be affected on the driver rating, and sportsmanship rating is also to be correct and yes. Penalty is doing perfectly to be set to be on. Shortcut will be set to be on light. Well, I guess this is going to be a very good excellent second time moment for myself if I could probably have to go up into the top 5 position. Originally, I just ended up onto 12th place for myself because it takes hard work to start out onto the nighttime and go for the early morning to have the time condition. For this condition, it's about to go afternoon time will be forward before enter to be at the night time. We'll go for the opposite. So let's grab your Group 3 race car and get yourself prepared for a practice by having a BOP regulation. We'll set up automatically as usual. Do your best and master 12 turns in Daytona International Speedway. Is going to be a very good proud moment to be on today's forecast. Is going to be on partly cloudy. So here we go. This we might have the 5th round. We'll have to go on and take a best moment. We'll have to join in session to be in the lobby. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos later on in the future. Now it is time to get ready to start the race. Let's begin. It's a bright and morning on a partly cloudy, bright and sunny day in the afternoon. We'll go for the temperature for today's forecast is 73.4 degrees Fahrenheit in Daytona. So I'm barely made it on to position number 5 in about 22 seconds before the race begins. Let's make sure to have 2 choices. We'll go with the required tires to be on the mandatory with hard or medium racing compound tires. Rolling start will do the second main option, so let's do our best and watch out for turn number 1. Is going to be a very tough one. Here we go, and let's have a competition time to go on. Here we go, folks. It's the penultimate round 5 in season 1 of the 2022 series of the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup is about to begin. Let's go with the drivers. We'll have to go for the rolling start. Here's Antonio Ponti in first place in the Toyota GR Supra. Soncoisa Andreas in second place. Snake in 3rd place for the Nissan GT-R Nismo, Carlo Seco in 4th place. Here's myself in 5th place for the UTRS Insportec Livery, Shanti in position number 6 in the McLaren 650S GT3, Towards Mubiet in position 7, G. Wigleb in position 8, Sean Yabans in position number 9 is here, and we have Epic Racer in position 10, followed by Chanel in position number 11. 12th place we have RSR Kingster is now welcome aboard, and here's Hendrik Man number 5 in 13th place towards the last position. Let's go for the rolling start and get yourself prepared. This race might have one pit stop, will be available by the choice to have determination with hard or medium racing compound tires, or also to be optionally, we'll have to start out with the racing soft compound tires. We'll have to do with a 3 tire requirement. We'll go for having a struggle going strategy. But this is going to be a very good, excellent, proud moment after spending a lot of practice for doing a qualifier work to be on the road course. And here it comes, 3 seconds, and go for the green light before the fighter jets will be flying around and soar the skies of Daytona will go underway. Let's do this and have a very good, proud, wonderful competition race for the 5th round in the penultimate race at Daytona International Speedway for the Manufacturers' Cup. UTRS Insportec survives turn number 1, dives in onto turn 2, and take the hairpin on turn number 3 at the International Horseshoe. Will go faster to take the offense. 18 laps will go challenging by over 30 minutes of the total time to have an endurance run moment out there to take. So let's stay on track and keep on racing to stay clean and dominate Daytona International Speedway for the road course. Very good job to have West Horseshoe to be well clear on turn number 5. Turn number 6 will be coming out smoothly to have that correction line before take the speedway section onto turn 7. Looks like Sanguicia Andrea from Mexico is now going in to take Uno lead at the go. Very excellent. Looks like Snake in position number 2 with a Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 is now going in to take the lead and catch up forward to have Son Usia is now dropped down below, and there goes. Looks like that might have a slight contact, just barely called in before it entered to be at the bus stop. Looks like better have to be prepared. This race might have to go intense and well exercise caution. Depends on every corners. We'll have to go clean clear. We'll have to stay on track before at the end of lap number 1. Looks like Snake is now going in to take the lead. Keep at it, Snake. You could probably have to stay well ongoing in position number 1 before at the end of the first lap. Lap number 2, here it comes. 1 minute 51.881 seconds is now take the first one by the original fastest lap. This race is going to get much intense and prouder out there for the Gr.3 race car to be on the early morning condition at Daytona. But the race will have to keep up and stay on a struggle pace, and looks like Antonio Ponti in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept with the Red Bull livery is dropping down onto position 4 after Gallo Seago is now moves on to be at position 3. Sector 1 clear, takes sector 2 and do the West Horseshoe at the inside at hairpin number 2. One Mexican racer in the Mercedes-Benz is now currently on position number 2, and Nissan swoops in to take the lead before coming out onto turn number 6. Turn 7 is going to be very good, proud speed moment out there for the Gr.3 race car. We'll have to build up and catch us up onto each other by having a slipstream distance onto sector number 3. Let's keep at it. Looks like Toyota, Subaru, Nissan, and Mercedes-Benz along with Chevrolet will have to keep trying before coming in onto the bus stop at turn number 9 to be entered. Turn 10 will come out by the exit. Nissan swoops in and passes on to be in the final sector at the end of the fork area before coming in to be at turn 11 before speeding up onto turn 12 by the inside and outside by the direction. Looks like Antonio Ponti could probably have to catch up with Subaru and Mercedes-Benz before at the full stretch to be at the end of lap number 2 before it comes in to be at lap number 3 by the update for Gallo Seago in 1 minute 46.954 seconds is now updated by beating Duper Snake's lap time. And there it goes. Looks like going off the track in turn number 1 is now going to be close in by having Mercedes-Benz is Suzuka Andrea in the Mercedes-AMG GT3 is now called in to be on the instant replay by pulling out onto the late braking position at turn 1. So close and almost barely had a chance for only one Mercedes-Benz driver, just barely tried to keep a good careful eyes check before passes up onto the late braking position onto the first corner. Practice makes perfect, just gonna have to keep trying and go for the early brake position to be on the correct spot. But clearly that might have a good clear advantage for Team UDRS in Sportec. However, 2 words Move BIH is now currently on to position 6 into the scene before it catches up in about 0.1 seconds behind the gap. But here it is right now. I got him on my sights in the radar, and that makes a single push. We'll have to go on the offense where only one Subaru will take the scene. He's on the left side, now comes in to have the bus stop to be entered at turn number 9. Going late braking and going cautiously to be exit out onto turn 10. Sportec just barely did a good right thing, and 2 words Move is now dropped in to be effectively to be having a penalty in 0.5 seconds. Clearly, this might have another round of the chance for Team UDRS in Sportec, and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 might have to go for a single turn. There you go. Lap number 3 at the end and moves on correctly to be at lap number 4. We'll go dive in to have an early brake position at turn number 1. But here comes Toyota going up the track and get back on in to be on the current position at the 3rd spot. Looks like Mercedes-Benz almost had the chance. We'll go directly onto turn 2 and International Horseshoe at turn number 3. That's more like it. Side by side, make that push. Mercedes-AMG is now entered to be on the 3rd place. Toyota is now staying behind in position 4. Take the dog leg on turn 4 and go braking onto the West Horseshoe on turn number 5 by the next corner. Antonio Ponti from Argentina in the Toyota Gr.3 Racing concept is actually trying to stay on track by dealing with the Mexican GT racer in the AMG Mercedes GT3 2016 is now coming out onto turn 6 before proceed at turn number 7. So meanwhile, Team UDRS in Sportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 continues on by racing up onto Antonio Ponti in the Toyota Gr.3 Racing concept, along with Suzuka Andrea in the Mercedes AMG GT3 is now currently to be dived in onto turn number 9 and 10 at the bus stop corner. But there it goes. Looks like touching up the apex, and let's see how the penalty effect will be going cautiously. Mercedes, Toyota, and Chevy just barely made a good close call without having a 0.5 second penalty to be effect, and presses on to be at turn 11 and 12 before at the end of lap number 4. But here it comes. Toyota and Mercedes are about to go battle out onto each other to be at the end of lap number 4 before enter in lap number 5. Gonna have to dive in onto the brake. Mercedes is now going in directly, will have to stay on it, and Toyota is almost barely lose control before Sportec has the opportunity, will go for the overtake. That's the ticket. Team UDRS Sportec overtakes Antonio Ponti in the 2018 Gr.3 Racing concept is now going below at position number 5. Spectacular work, and wait for the right moment. This instant replay is going to be a very good close call action for Team Chevy, while Toyota is having a hard time handling when entering at turn number 1 before proceed on to turn 2. Greatest excellent racing montage moment, and doing some waiting patiently to have a struggle opponent will have to go for some open space by the chance. So here comes the next turn on to sector number 3 in number 7 through 8. Sportec could probably have to catch up on to Suzuka Andrea in about 1.3 seconds in the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3 in position number 3. Take the straightaway before going on to be at the bus stop on to turn number 9 and 10. Insportec just barely took an apex and go with the right spot without a penalty and moves on to be at sector number 5 before at the end of lap number 5 before catches up in about 1 second by the decimal to have 29 seconds remaining. But here comes for having a main source of calculations for building up the slipstream. But however, Gallo Seagull and Dubersnake in the Nissan Gr.3 GT3 is battling out onto each other before moving on in lap number 6. But here comes Antonio Ponti is now going right back in for having a short comeback moment. He could probably have to take that chance to catch up onto Mercedes-Benz in position number 3 while Team Chevy doesn't stand a chance. Concentration makes the perfect key when mastering Daytona International Speedway to be on the road course section is all about endurance, concentration, and battling out with main rivals in different manufacturer brands. So here comes turn number 5 at the West Horseshoe. Gonna have to stay on track and get prepared. Antonio Ponti in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept is still continues on for the push to catch up to Songuisia Andrea in position 3. However, Chevy and Toyota is battling out onto each other while Nissan is pushing away from Subaru in about a few more length of the gap distance to be correction in about 2.9 seconds by almost to be at 3 seconds, but by exactly of the distance and range, it's going to get much correction by the total amount of the gap distance to be marked on the red. But here it comes. 3 cars are about to dive in onto the bus stop chicane once again. Step up and go pace up the acceleration while 2 words is about to be moved on directly in about 0.6 seconds for Team UDRS Insportec. And there it goes. Looks like Mercedes-Benz is going to go a little bit slowed down, cautiously, and Toyota will have to step up by increase the acceleration onto lap number 7. There you go. No contact by the white tires, and it's so safe and very good. So it looks like Antonio Ponti is about to get closer to Songuisia Andrea in about a few length of the gap distance closer to be up ahead. So it looks like G is now left the lobby for having no reasons for having some major issues. It's only down for 12 drivers left standing around in Daytona, you guys. This race is going to be a very tough challenge for the penultimate event in the fifth round of the Manufacturers' Cup. So let's keep on racing and go well competitive on to the next sector after number 2 to be at the end. Comes out on turn 6 and press on to be at turn number 7. Brilliant work and go long endurance to see how 3 drivers could probably have to catch up for the battle in 3rd place is all about doing some ongoing struggle strategy for the top 5 racers to be ongoing. So now Toyota and Chevy is about to dive in once again to be at the bus stop. Turn 9 and 10 is going to be clear, and Antonio Ponti is going to have to be very careful, and there it is. 0.5 second penalty for Toyota is on the effect. That makes the opportunity for Team Insportec will go forward in about 0.1 seconds to be decimal to be added up onto the single second amount. And there goes Gallo Seagull in the Subaru WRX Group 3 in the pits by putting up the medium racing compound tires will be at the get-go before switch things up onto the hard racing category. Handling work makes a fine, perfect work to be stopped at lap number 8 for only 10 more to go remaining. UDRS Insportec just barely had a very good patient calm moment while Mercedes-Benz and Toyota is about to go for the chase to catch up to Dubersnake in the Nissan Gr.4 GT3 in position number 1. Sector 2 clear by follow-up onto the dogleg and onwards to be at the West Horseshoe in turn number 5. it takes a lack of good concentration for Team Nissan for having a competition time in the Manufacturers' Cup in the 5th round as a penultimate. And oh boy, looks like this cannot be good. This cannot be good for Antonio Ponti. Just barely lose control amount of grip by coming out in turn 6 before go recovery at turn 7. That makes UDRS Insportec has the opportunity to be moved on in position 3 by calling out in the instant replay. Antonio should probably have the chance to stay direction to aim towards turn number 7, but however, the handling is going to be having some slight issue for having some controls to be well regained control. But he's still in one piece. He can probably have to catch up onto my current position in the number 3 spot at any time in about 0.6 seconds to go remaining. But here it comes. Looks like Nissan is about to enter the pits by putting up the medium racing compound tires first before the Mexican Gran Turismo racer Team Mercedes Sanguicia Andrea is now entered to be at position number 1. Let's do this and go for the chase in about 3 seconds up ahead to be ongoing struggle while Antonio Ponti in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept with a Red Bull livery is now go for the offense to switch things up a notch. At the main update, 1 minute 46.954 seconds made by Gallo Seagull in the Subaru WRX Group 3 turns out to become a proud boxer spirit to be well achieved for having a faster lap time to be at Daytona International Speedway for the Group 3 class. However, many manufacturer car brands is still on the hard work of racing work will have to stay on track and go well improved for having a new set of a record time. So let's see how faster can it goes between Chevy or Mercedes-Benz in about 3.7 seconds on each driver in the far length of the distance in turn number 7 before onwards to be at turn 8. Here comes Antonio Ponti from Argentina in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept, folks. Let's get one space at a time, dive in, and cutting up the track, and there goes Toyota by having some handling situation by the tires. So far so close, and Toyota just barely go for the recovery, and Team Chevy is now step up and get back in at position number 2. But here it comes. Looks like Mercedes-Benz might have to go forward to be in the next lap before Insportec will have to call in to be at the pits. That makes it automatically call out and switch things up from medium into hard racing compound. We'll have to do a refuel requirement without any call in. Tires only, no refuel, just gonna have to do a single tire change to be at the go. So take your time. Many racers might have a good chance before moving on to take lap number 10 before Insportec will have to switch up to be on a different tire compound. As the crew is ready to do some tire change. Very good, stop the aeration in about over 30 seconds. Here I am right now, position number 7, and we have 2 words. MoveBIH is now entered to be currently at position 6 in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept with a variation design livery will have to be at turn number 5 at the West Horseshoe. This one might have to take another chance while Sanguicia Andrea from Mexico in the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3 is still currently in the number 1 spot. But the partly cloudy is going to get much halfway there before the bright and sunny day will go clear for having some clear skies moment. Just you wait, folks. It's going to be a very good bright and sunny day after having a partly cloudy to be on the morning time session. So meanwhile, Antonio Ponti is now currently to be in the number 2 spot while Team UDRS entered the pits to be earlier at the end of lap number 9. 2 drivers are now going in to take the chance by entering the pits between having some determination. We'll have to go with the hard compound tires for Sanguicia Andrea while Antonio Ponti is now currently to take the lead. But here comes Super Snake is now entered to be at position 3 and being overtaken by Gallo Seagull is now going up onto position 3 before drop down onto position 4. But here it comes again. Looks like this one might have 3 as a company and a crowd before pressing on, and looks like, I cannot believe it, we have one racer is being off the track, and let's have a good check for the instant replay by the investigation. No matter how it turns out, to see what happens, because one racer just almost barely had the chance to be pressed on to be in lap number 11, but the yellow flag just barely called in by a few seconds ago, before many racers will have to go forward to be on every corner to be currently in every sector. When taking lap number 11 will go forward by the pace. Alright, there you go. Looks like Insportec is now currently to be at position 6. Keep it up and go faster to be on the ongoing to be at exit corner on turn number 6. And there it goes again. Yellow flag signal, just having some slight problems out there, you guys. Let's see what it is. It's Lucia Andrea in the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3 just really lost control amount of the grip by pushing off the track by putting up the instant replay. One Mexican GT racer just almost barely had the chance to be ongoing after doing some tire change by having a main mandatory requirement. So now 4 racers left standing, and that means Antonio Ponte is now putting up from the hard racing compound tires will go switched up into medium. And that means Dupersnick, Chamel, and 2 words Move BIH is now entered to be on the top 3 position. Still goes on and press on to be at lap number 12 before at the end of the 11. UDRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 is now coming in to have a number 4 position to be at the offense. Will have to go for the push. But now coming out at the pits, Antonio Ponte in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept is now exit out before proceed on to turn number 3 at the International Horseshoe. Very good, excellent ongoing defense, and Insportec will have to stay down at position 5. Sector 1 clear, move on in Sector 2, and here comes a bright and sunny day with some several clouds are roaming around in the skies. Can you feel it? Looks like a bright and sunny day is about to be coming out, because afternoon time will go forward in the middle of the race. In about 8 seconds for the total link gap distance for the 4 drivers, while Team UDRS Insportec will have to go struggle by the ongoing offense, will have to catch up to Antonio Ponte and the others in the top 3 position. Sector 3 clear and onwards to be at Sector 4, but here they are right now in the far distance before enter to be at the bus stop corner. Take a good slow position and step to apex. Don't get caught in the penalty. Very good, and Insportec just barely made a good green light for go without having a 0.5 second penalty. That's how clean racer to be well achieved to be expert at Daytona makes a lot of good concentration. We'll have to go steady by de-accelerating. But here comes position number 4 to be entered at lap number 13 for Team UDRS. Team Chevy is now currently will have to step up and go dive in correctly to be at turn number 1 without having an impact contact. But still takes a lot of few more chances for one racer in the Toyota GR Supra Racing Concept. Antonio Ponte is now dropped down below in any position by exactly in around 9th to 12th place. As the clouds are being covered the sun around by doing some shade, but we still got some sunlight out there for doing this fine weather condition. We'll go up onto the update in about 73 degrees Fahrenheit to be on the warm climate. On to the last minute, folks. Duper Snake and 2 words Move BIH is in position 1 and 2 will go for the struggle by having Nissan and Toyota will go for the slipstream battle to catch up onto each other. But here it comes. Two of them have entered turn 9 before exit out onto turn 10 in the bus stop, while Volkswagen is now entered to be in the middle of the bus stop to come out simultaneously to be on a pacing rush. As for UDRS in Sportec and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3, stays on track and go for the push to be ongoing for the struggle to be at the final sector onto turn 11 and 12 will do the long stretch to be on the turn number 3 section at the tri-oval part of the track. As many racers will go press on, and everything is going to be so bright and brilliant out there. We're doing some shaded efforts to see how the bright and sunny condition is going to have to do some fine racing work for only a morning and afternoon without having a nighttime condition towards the end. But not to mention, because we'll have to look forward to be at the nighttime later on in the next season to be part of the 2022 series. So let's kick it up and stay on track to be ongoing, and looks like there's someone else to be having a received comment during the chat. Take no offense, looks like Duper Snake is doing a hard work of racing because learn to have some communication with some lack of respect. Four more laps to go remaining. Top 3 racers still currently will have to go for the speedway section onto turn number 7 before coming out at the turn number 6 is going to have to do some speeding pace, will have to go higher. Will Two Words will might have to catch up onto Duper Snake, will have to take the lead before entered once again to be at the bus stop chicane to take turn number 9. But it's about to get closer. Two of them just barely survived, and one of them might have to try to stay on track a bit before getting affected by having a 0.5 second penalty. And we have 12 racers left standing around onto the track. It looks like one Mexican GT racer have left the lobby, and that makes 11 of them will be standing around onto the track. But it's about to get nearly there, folks. 3 more laps to go, and moving on into the 15th lap for the 2 drivers who will have to catch up onto each other to see who will take the battle for first place to be at the podium. Will be Duper Snake and Two Words between position number 1 and 2. I bet this is going to be a very hard-paced, heated battle for only 2 American Gran Turismo racer will go on slipstream by the distance. Alright, let's go in and take turn number 4 at the dog leg. Now Sherelle in the Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 is doing some fine working pace effort out there onto position number 3. But in about 3.3 seconds to go remaining, and there it goes. Looks like Two Words has successfully to be moved on to take the lead. I bet this is going to be quite very having some slow down for Duper Snake in the Nissan GT-R Nismo. Oh man, looks like there goes, I can probably see it, Looks like Shamel in the Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 just barely took a spun out in the middle of turn number 7 and 8. Wow, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe how Volkswagen just barely took a spun out and survived by losing control amount of grip to be going off directionally off the track. But clearly it's going to be turns out to become very intense, just like I just barely took a spun out from the last race in the 4th entry. So right now, UDRS in Sportec of the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 moves on in position number 3. Very good, excellent, proud moment, and moves on directionally to have lap number 16 for only 2 more to go remaining. That means Duper Snake in the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 will be coming out soon in about 3.1 seconds to go remaining before he could probably have to switch things up and go with a hard defense before Sportec will have to go exercise caution. Turn number 3 at the International Horseshoe is doing clear. Now let's go short straightaway to take turn number 4 at the dog leg in sector 2. Passing through and hit the brakes at turn number 5 at the West Horseshoe, we'll have to go directionally to have a good line. but still getting closer to catch up to Dupersnake in about 3 seconds, coming out onto turn 6 at the exit. Let's make that push and go on. We're having an inside correction to have a next sector onto the number 3 area. We'll go for the route. 2.9 seconds remaining for Dupersnake. That means Team UDRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 will might have a number 2 position. It's going to be a very good proud moment. We're having a daytime in Daytona, folks. Just to wait to see how Insportec will have to do a main goal of the objective. We'll have to go for finishing up in 3rd place or better. At the matter of time, looks like 2 words MUBIH is now going smoothly and much stronger to have 10 seconds to be on the longer distance of the gap. And the crowd goes on for having a great cheer for Team Toyota for having one American GT racer will go places to be at the number 1 podium spot. 1 more lap to go and we're entered to be in the 17th lap. But here it is, you guys. Antonio Ponte is now dives in to have a good, excellent comeback spot for having a new record in 1 minute 46.496 seconds is now well achieved to be on the fastest lap time. You can do it, Antonio Ponte. You can do it. So it looks like the top 3 racer is still trying to keep things up smoothly before Epic Racer in the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3 with a different livery variation will have to catch up. For the next target is Team UDRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 in about 1.4 seconds to go remaining before the final lap is about to begin. Insportec just barely coming a long way after test season 2 in the final race at the nighttime condition in early morning to be end up on position 12 by the original. 3rd place is going to be a very good proud moment to see how Team UDRS will go again for the 2nd time by having a very good, excellent, proud moment to have a daytime condition is going to be a very good, bright moment. So here comes. Take that bus stop chicane onto turn number 9 and 10 and step up without having a 0.5 second penalty to be effect. And here comes 2 words in the Toyota GR Supra Racing concept. Will have to make his way onto lap number 18 as the final lap. This is going to be so very proud moment for Team Toyota. We'll be doing the 1st position to be at the finish line at the podium. This is going to be his win, you guys. This is going to be his best excellent win for round 5 in the penultimate round in the 1st season of the Manufacturers Cup in the GT World Series. Turn number 3 is now going smoothly to be at the International Horseshoe to have a go short straightaway to be at the dogleg in turn 4. Toyota is going to have to be very successfully proud before Dupersnake and Hyperion-Blue-GT of the UDRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 along with the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 in position 2 will get closer to have turn number 5 at the West Horseshoe. In about 0.5 seconds, there he is right now. Epic Racer will might have to take the push for only 1 more showdown before Insportec will go hard for the defense to have an exit at turn number 6. Mercedes-Benz is now go for the offense to take on with Team Chevy with the UDRS Insportec will have to go faster to be in sector number 3. So incredible and marvelous to see how the top 3 racers will have to go further onto the length of the distance, and 2 words underscore MUBIH will have to take the final bus stop before taking the final stretch onto turn number 10 through 11. And here it comes. Looks like Insportec barely tries to slam hard and ignore the track limit before Epic Racer just barely tried to move and survive. Ouch, that is definitely might be giving a close call for Epic Racer before Insportec just barely lost its concentration. But still in one piece and barely survived to be well successful. And there it goes, you guys. 2 words, MUBIH has successful to have 1st place to be at the podium finish in 1st place. What an incredible race for Team Toyota, for Team Subaru for doing an excellent run. But confusingly, but it might be turns out to have a very good, excellent surprise. Team Subaru takes the win by having a very good, excellent winning spot in 32 minutes 51.921 seconds. Incredible, very incredible for Team Subaru. Takes the win to be at Daytona International Speedway for first place in round 5 of the Manufacturers Cup. Now that's competition, you guys. Now that's a very good proud boxer spirit for Team Subaru for 2 words underscore MooBIH. Luckily, several racers in Toyota in position number 5 and 6, Shawnee Bonds and Antonio Ponti, have made it on to 5th place and 6th place as well. Probably it might be quite turns out to become much excellent for doing some different drivers in every manufacturer brand. So that means 2 words underscore MooBIH in the Subaru WRX Group 3 takes a very stunning work out there for having an ongoing rush to stay in the lead. Well, of course, it might be quite very well depends to see how determination between Subaru or Toyota is going to be doing some proud racing excellent moment in the GT World Series of the Manufacturers Cup. Results confirmed, and that's game, you guys. That was a very good Daytona clever racing moment to have a number 3 spot to be at the clean race. Alright, looks like 3rd place for myself. Very excellent and hard defense to be in the final lap after having some hard, slightly risk to be at the bus stop. So let's go collect some earnings, and that is a very good miracle wrap, you guys. That was a very good, excellent racing moment. But not to mention, because doing some hard work of racing for the Manufacturers Cup for the Group 3 race in the 2nd time at Daytona International Speedway, but clearly for doing some hard work of racing for several GT racers in Team Toyota for doing one of the best top 3 position towards the end of lap number 18. But we have ourselves a very good proud winner in 1st place in round 5 of season 1 in the 2022 series in the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup. It's 2 words underscore MooBIH in the Subaru WRX Group 3. Congratulations. 2nd place goes to Dubersnick in the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3. Did a very ongoing struggle by taking on 2 words in the Subaru WRX Group 3. Makes a very good, excellent, epic showdown to take the chase. And also for myself in 3rd place, Team UDRS Insportec takes a hard, ongoing struggle to stay well defended in position number 3, while Epic Racer will have to get closer to have position 4 will be stay in as well. But it was a good, clear race to see how it turns out to become riskier, and sacrifice will have to be concentrated to do the right thing. So just gonna have to go into congratulations to 2 drivers. Alright, there you go. Well, I guess we're almost there, you guys. The final race at the end of Season 1 in the Manufacturers Cup will be moving on in Suzuka Circuit in Round 6 for next Saturday. Well, folks, it was a lot of fun out there in Round 5 at Daytona International Speedway with a real course layout by having a Group 3 race. It turns out for Team Subaru makes a very fine victory win on different racing lobbies is going to be turns out to become remarkable. However, any kinds of manufacturer brands will have to climb up and step up to be on the top 3 position is going to be quite doing some perfect time moments on every video segment made by other YouTubers. So right now, the 3-day weekend is coming, you guys. June is about to end before moving on in July by starting out for having a 3-day weekend. For July 1st and 2nd, Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup will have to do the final round before at the end of Season 1, and for Sunday, it's gonna be the 4th round of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup will be at the Nürburgring Grand Prix layout to have 2 engine variants of the SF19 Super Formula with Honda and Toyota engine will be going in to be part to be as specified because of the update. So let's get ready to check on the event schedule before the final race will be at Suzuka Circuit in round 6 towards the end. 5 rounds complete, only one more round to go, and this time, this part of the video clip will have to do some free time for myself before I'm about to have a very good surprise to show you guys something since I have received a first ever 6-star roulette ticket. Time to go back to the garage and have myself or having a very good excellent moment to have this very good kind of a 6-star roulette ticket. I've been working so hard for only a single amount of free time from yesterday, but here it is. Boom! A parts category of the 6-star roulette ticket since I have got it from the driving marathon. So let's see how it turns out, and this one is going to be a perfect moment to have one kind of a different part to be received. Which one should I get? Ah, yes! That's what I want, you guys. That's what I really want. An ultra high RPM turbocharger. Perfect use for the Subaru BRZ Drift Car 2017. I like it. I could probably have this part to be well kept as well. I'm so very hyped up about this new kind of roulette ticket to be on the part category. So let's get ready to use the 4-star as usual, and this time, this wheel might have a good percentage chance to go for the prize. I bet it's going to be a new engine. Too close, but an Aston Martin invitation is now also to be received at the Brand Central. I'll make sure I'll have to add this one, so I could probably have to get myself a special car when I need to get some more currency credits. And by the way, you guys, I also made a brand new UDRS livery on the Suzuki V6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special. It takes a lot of good creative design ways for myself to have the blue color to be outfitted to be as a shape layer. But I hope you like it. It's going to be so very good to have a base color to be well carbon fiber to be well creative. Looks so beautiful and born to be as a proud beast before taking on for doing the next video in the time trial in sport mode. Amazing and very well impressive, so I could probably have to go for the chance to reach the goal. Well, I guess this is going to be the perfect time to wrap this up before at the end of the video. It might have to take a while because longer delays will always have to go for having a quadruple feature for the Nations Cup until the Manufacturers Cup will be doing one more stretch to be at the end of Season 1. We'll be moving on in Season 2 after the 6th round. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.